everyone, and welcome to your November 2018 Pick a Card reading for love. I'm going to start your reading. We have stack number 1, 2, and 3. I always leave I think it's about 5 seconds or so of the thumbnail inside the video so you can kind of look at everything, just get an intuitive feel for which card stack you want. Although I will advise, there have been a lot of people saying that all 3 stacks resonate with them, so they end up watching the entire video as a whole to gather, I guess, all messages that they need together. So I'm going to start with your stack number 1. This little last oracle card, I will save it for last. I'm going to put that here. Let's see what we have. We have finances and career for stack number 1. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So some of you could be trying to maybe budget your finances in a relationship, trying to find out how to make ends meet in a good way. Trying to figure out your money situation as a team, I want to say. Because whenever I look at this, I'm like, okay, you're in a relationship. If money's an issue, you got to work on this together, right? So then we have the wheel. So there's been some changes. I want to say this is the Art of Love Tarot, which is a little new to me. I'm still trying to learn it. But this is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. This is basically the wheel turning. The tide has changed. There's been a breakthrough of some sort for you. Okay, based on something ending, something opening up to you, an opportunity maybe presenting itself to you, fortune being on your side now. So I want to say that the finances are looking on the up and up for you. Something has come through to help the situation in the home front in regards to your career, your finances, your relationship. So money might be looking good or starting to look good. Which is wonderful, because whenever the wheel energy comes in, it's like there's this shift, right? And we have to kind of like go with the flow of those shifts because they're usually changing things and putting us in a different direction, oftentimes one that's more fortunate for us. Okay, so as one door closes, it's a transitionary card, another one opens, and when I look at the energy of this card, it's like there's an evolution here. It's like you're working yourself from the ground up. You're trying to get to this place of higher understanding, I want to say, through this transformation, through these changes. And I think that this change, whatever this breakthrough is for you, maybe on the financial front, maybe it's an opportunity that came through and now is starting to bless you, your love life, your relationship of some sort. An open door has been presented to you in regards to, love. You could be single, don't necessarily have to be in a relationship. I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm feeling like you might have met a love as a result of a career change. Okay, with this finances and career, some of you might have met or have a relationship that is based on business even. So some of you could be business partners, or maybe you've gotten a new job, a new opportunity, fortune, changed your fate, and now you happen to run into the love of your life at your new job, okay, or your new career. But I do feel like, there is the possibility for that. But either way, I feel like this opportunity or this breakthrough is what's going to help evolve you, maybe even financially bless you. But either way, it's going to put you on a path that'll bring prosperity and abundance for you, much needed, I want to say. I want to say that you've worked your way from the ground up, okay? And now things are starting to flourish for you once and for all. You have the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, whatever this is, could be new love, could be new career, better finances. It's putting you on a path of security, because the 4 of Pentacles is indeed that. It is an energy of stability, okay? And the number 4 itself is an energy of stability, and the 4 is a number of strong foundations, right? So we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles, they usually consider it the miser card, but a lot of times when I look at that card and what I feel coming from it is protection. It's like trying to protect everything that it has worked so hard for. And this is what I said. I feel like you worked your way from the ground up, to get to this place finally. And I feel like now that it's here, you want to secure it. And that's why the 4 of Pentacles is showing up. It's like, you're holding on to everything you worked so hard for. But at the same time, I want to say, with the Wheel of Fortune, okay, you do have to kind of release, you do have to surrender a little bit. You have to surrender control. You have to go with the flow of the way that the universe is turning things for you. So you don't want to have too much control. You don't want to hold on too tight, okay? It's more or less like you trust that the universe is working on your behalf. So it's almost like don't cling too much to things that are changing, okay? Things are leaving your life. Don't cling to it too much. Because you want to make room for whatever the universe is wanting to bring to you with this Wheel of Fortune energy. Like I said, things fall off when the wheel, comes into our life, or that archetype comes into our life, this energy. Things fall off, but it's because it's trying to make room for the new, okay? It's trying to open up new doors to you, but you have to be willing to close the old ones. You have to be willing to leave whatever that is in the past, okay? There's a reason why you need to release it. There's a reason why you need to surrender it. It's because it's really not going to aid you into your future. All right. So whatever it is, like if, some of you could have lost a job and now you're securing a new one, and this is what that breakthrough is. But whatever it is, it's more like this is something that wasn't for you. So the universe turns the wheel in another direction in order for you to release it altogether. But at the same time, it's opening up a beautiful, energy to you, but you have to surrender to it. You can't try to control it. You can't try to hold on to dear life, and cling tightly to it like this Four of Pentacles sometimes wants to do. All right. It's more or less, I understand where you want to be secure, you want to feel stable, but a lot of times, change is hard and nothing feels stable during changes that come out of nowhere. A lot of times the wheel energy is unexpected. It kind of turns our world upside down. It's the wheel. It's always spinning, right? So it's almost like, I want to say with these two cards, yes, whatever these changes are, they will bring you stability. They will bring you a sense of security. They will help you forge future foundations that are stronger and more stable. But at the same time, part of you really does need to surrender and not cling too tightly to the things that are leaving your life, okay? Whatever that is. Could be money, could be an old job, could be, whatever situation is you feel leaving your life right now. Could be anything. Could be old relationships, could be, old places that you used to be, your home, your hometown, stuff like that. Anything that's changing in your life, that is exiting your life, you can't cling to it. I want to say, be thankful for the memories, be thankful for the journey, be thankful for the experiences that you've gained from that past situation. All right, but give yourself room to grow, okay? And also to surrender to the changes and the beauty that's awaiting you on the other side, okay, of this breakthrough. So, and it will bring you like a new sense of, look at the sun. You have, wow, this is gorgeous. I always look at synchronicities in cards, but you have this wheel energy and you have this life energy. So new life, okay? It's almost like the universe is trying to bless you with new life. It's trying to bless you with a new possibilities, okay? Look at this little seed. The seed of manifestation has already been planted long ago, and now it's slowly starting to take root and sprout. And you have the sun here. You also have the sun here. Like I said, you're from the ground up. That's crazy. This resonates completely. From the ground up, I was feeling from the tree, looking at the roots, right? And we have the same situation here with this card. So I feel like you've worked from the ground up. You've manifested these changes. They might not feel good, okay? But you've done it. And it's almost like the wheel wants to say to you, don't cling on too tightly because I'm trying to change things for you. I'm trying to bless you. But you have to allow me to, right? Because there's light at the end of this change, all right? I'm trying to bless you with stability in whatever situation you're in, whether that be in love, marriages, home life, career improvements maybe for some of you. Maybe you guys, some of you out there are looking for a better job to help support your families, to help support, your your environment. Pentacles are earthly energy, so anything tangible in our physical world that needs maintained, that needs provided for, okay? And yeah, whatever this is, whatever the wheel is bringing you, whatever new life the wheel is bringing you, it is going to make you happy. This is a card of contentment, being satisfied in relationships, in your surroundings with the ones that you love. This also can speak of sometimes social gatherings, even so, being around friends and family. It's basically saying things will secure themselves after you get through these changes of the wheel, okay? And it says celebration, fun, enjoyment. So this does apply, all right? So you will have something to celebrate, definitely. And, you know, a lot of the cards have been showing that, you know, there will be some upheavals with changes in our life that are happening, especially with all these crazy planetary energies. But all of these changes are really just trying to set us up for something beautiful. The thing is, we can't be afraid of it. We can't be afraid of the changes that are happening around us. So I want to say, embrace the change, embrace the good times that are coming your way, embrace the new life that is starting to blossom. All right, don't cling too tightly to the past, because you don't want to close the door to your blessings by doing that, okay, to your new blessings that are coming in. And it says sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So yeah, good times. I want to say good things, blessings upon the way if you're in a current relationship, okay? Those of you who, like I said, I don't know, this might be special for just a few of you. But I do feel like some of you are switching jobs, and that's where you're going to find the love of your life in some way. It's going to take you by surprise. But whatever that is, you know, just embrace it, because it is something special for sure. Existing relationships look like they're on, you know, a very, very beautiful journey right now. And whatever these changes are happening in your existing relationship look like they're just going to bring you a lot of stability and happiness moving forward. So change can be good. Just don't be afraid of it. Okay? So on to your stack number 2. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, it says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That's a beautiful card. Absolutely. Again, you know, what's funny, I said don't fear the change that's happening. You know, sometimes some of us fear love. Some of us sometimes fear being vulnerable in love. All right? So I want to say, in order for you to receive anything, whether it's love, money, abundance, you know, you're looking for prosperity, if you're looking for friendship, it's almost like you have to put your walls down. Like I said with the first reading, you can't cling too tight, you know? So it's like you have to loosen up a little bit, make space for the very things that you want. If you're afraid, if you're fearing connection, if you're fearing love, you know, how do you expect for it to make its way to you if the fear and the doubt that you have inside is actually creating blockages for you? Sometimes we have to release that fear in order for us to truly be receptive to the things wanting to come to us. So you have the Force. This is strength in this card. And yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Like, you have to have the courage. You have to have the courage. So I feel like some of you out there are, you know, closed off in relationships. If you're single, or if you're even in an existing relationship, you know, some of you might have your walls up. Maybe some of you are afraid to love. Maybe some of you are afraid to trust. And, you know, the beautiful thing with this strength card is that, you know, it is a card of trust. It is a card of letting your guard down a little bit, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Normally in the depiction, you know, you will see a woman and a lion. That lion is being submissive. It takes vulnerability to do that, right? And it, on her end as well, it takes her releasing her fears of this wild animal in order to extend her hand and touch him. Do you see? So it does take vulnerability on both sides in a relationship. And I think with this card, it is also saying that, you know, it is I want to say some equal give and take in this kind of dynamic, because you both have to make yourselves a little bit vulnerable in order to get to know each other, in order to learn each other. It's asking for strength and fortitude. And it's asking for you to have the courage to love. that you are safe when you are out there exploring love. You know, if some of you have your walls up with an existing love or afraid to love anew, this is saying that in order to receive the love that you're worthy of, you're going to have to let your walls down just a tiny bit, become a little bit more vulnerable and open-minded when it comes to love. Don't be afraid to love. You know, it's okay to love. So many of us have our walls built 50 feet high, you know, it's like a fortress around our heart. And the thing with that is we need to kind of, we almost need to give someone the chance to chip away at it, right? So that takes releasing fear, doesn't it? You have to kind of give someone, you almost have to hand someone, okay, the chisel. And I know that's so hard because you don't know what they're going to do with that. You know, are they going to really take the time to chip away at your walls, or are they going to stab you in the back with it? You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. But that's the chance we take, you know? And I guess the only thing that I can say is, if you do hand somebody the chisel to knock that wall off around your heart, and let's say they end up stabbing you in the back with it instead, because I think we've all been there, right? The only thing that I could say, and this is looking at it from a higher perspective, hindsight 2020 from my own experiences, is that I can look back on those situations and be thankful for the lesson, for the experience and what it taught me, that I can't regret it, and I can't be mad at them either for it. Matter of fact, I actually can say that there are certain people that I will always love for the lesson. And I know that's not easy, but if it wasn't for that experience, I wouldn't have come to understand the things that I know about myself when it comes to love. So that is a huge revelation, in the sense that if you can look at it that way, no one that comes into your life is a mistake. No one that comes into your life is it's not a coincidence. You know, some of these people come into your life to teach you something. They're there to mirror you. They're there to literally explode your heart chakra, you know, and you'll recognize them when they do. So is there anybody in your life right now that you're afraid to love, or that you're afraid to let love you, because you know that it's not just going to be any run-of-the-mill experience, and that scares you? That's what I'm feeling from these two cards, and that's just two cards. But I want to say, nobody's here by coincidence, you know. We all need our heart chakras to explode once in a while, because that is a stepping stone, you know, towards the highest understanding and the highest love, and the highest understanding of what it is to feel oneness, okay? And to love unconditionally. So I want to say, don't be afraid to love, because you are safe, okay? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Absolutely. That is a beautiful thing. And I've been hurt, but I look back on it now, I can't be mad at them, because my heart is so full right now from that experience, and all the alchemical transmutation that I had to do as a result of it. All the spiritual work that it forced me to do on myself because of it. So, you know, I can never be mad at them. But that is just my personal experience. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. And yeah, and this is what this is what I'm feeling from this. You know, this is an opportunity, yeah, like I said, for somebody, for you to literally put your walls down just a little bit, and in faith in the divine, okay? Not in the actual person, but faith in the divine, and trust in the divine, and trust in the universe, okay? To hand someone else that chisel and knock down the walls of your heart, because it's opening up something to you. The Ace of Pentacles is a brand new opportunity. Could definitely mean new love, definitely a new blessing, a new door opening up to you. So release the fear, because like I said in the beginning, before I even looked at this card, all right, sometimes fear will block us, okay, from the very thing that we're worthy of. It'll block us from love. We almost allow fear to prevent love from coming in because we're scared, okay? But this is, I think, a new opportunity in love. Could be finances too. Could be something that you've been really, you know, wanting to do for a long time. Could be a career. Even if this is, you know, this is all love. I'm reading them for love, but I could also see this, you know, a little bit more broadly. If there's something you've been wanting to do physically for a long time, and you're scared, it's basically saying, allow yourself to be vulnerable, have the courage, have the fortitude to go through with it, and reach for that thing that's on your heart. Reach for that open door that is making its way to you. Don't allow fear to close the door in your face. Okay? Because the opportunity is there and it's presented to you. This is a blessing from the universe. A new opportunity. Something new, tangible, something you can hold. Okay? Could be a person, could be a thing. Could be, you know, it's something you can hold, you can touch, you can see. All right? Whatever this is to you, but it's new. It's very new. And this is kind of reminding me of one of the videos I did for the monthlies. It reminds me of a key. Like the key to the universe. You know, it's tangible, and the universe wants to put it in your hand and have you open that door. But are you going to walk through it? Are you going to allow yourself to be scared, okay? And fear it? Or are you going to have the courage to walk through that door and see what it has waiting for you? This is a new opportunity. Your heart wants it though. You're feeling it, but you're afraid of it at the same time. I want to say, take the key and run. If the universe is handing you a key, like this Ace of Pentacles, take it and run. Okay, a lot of earth energy here. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in both sides, 1 and 2. All right, but let's see. Intuition, yeah, your intuition, like I said, your heart wants it. Your soul is speaking through your heart. It knows what it wants. But don't be scared. Have the courage to face it head on. Face the lion. Okay? Face the animal. Face your fears within. It's almost like facing your own shadow. Right? But your intuition, your heart knows what it wants. Could have to do with a home. You know, these two cards definitely do resonate together. This sometimes speaks of a house. And, you know, our physical needs being met are the pentacles. So when I see the house card, I always think of, yes, could be an actual home. The universe could be handing you the key to a new home. But it could also be that it's handing you the key to your stability. And that security. 4 pillars, okay? Think of the 4 of Wands with this card. Okay? It's a stable foundation. It's a stable ground, stable foundation, safety, security, feeling safe and secure in your environment. Here it says it's safe for you to love, okay? Your heart is safe. We also have Leo here with the Strength card. So some of you could be Leo energy. So, yeah, I mean, this is about you listening to your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? Okay? Your intuition is asking you not to fear, I think, too. To have the courage and strength to move forward. with this thing that you want. Yeah, look, spiritual love. Oh my. This is a very high vibrational situation here, guys. Between you and someone else. And see, that's the thing. Didn't I say that you might be afraid to hand someone the chisel to your heart? In other words, the chisel to that wall around your heart, because you know it's going to be intense, or it's going to be something, you know, massive for you. And that's why you're afraid, because you know it's not just going to be anything. It's not going to be any basic type of relationship or run-of-the-mill type of relationship. This is special. And I think that's why some of you are a little afraid, and you need to gather your courage to step through that door. Okay? It says spiritual love. So this could be twin flames. It could be a soulmate. But whatever this is a spiritual union. Over here we have sacred union, but this is definitely a spiritual coming together, okay? And you both, with the Strength card, I feel, need to let your walls down with each other. Oh, yeah. It says don't make decisions based on guilt. I want to say based on fear, too. Or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Man, that is beautiful. Absolutely. If your heart, your intuition is telling you this feels right, okay? Follow that. Because you're being true to yourself when you do it. So regardless of the fear that you might feel towards this situation, okay? But your intuition, your heart is screaming for it, okay? Respond accordingly. Follow through accordingly, because you can only be blessed as a result of that. Like, you're literally following the nudges of the universe that are leading you in the right direction, that are leading you towards this person or towards this situation. How could you ever be wrong? Like, I always tell people that if you're following your heart and spirit is speaking to you, how could you ever be wrong in that? You know, don't regret loving people. How could you regret love at all? You know, that's the thing. It's the highest vibration that exists. So how could we ever be wrong in feeling it? For someone or something, or for others, okay? And what's crazy is we have two major arcana. So we have the Wheel and the Strength. You know, this is beautiful and it's intense. Like I said, there's a lot of planetary energies right now that are shifting. I'm going to have a sip of water here before I get to your number 3 stack. You know, I just want to say real quick that I honestly love doing this for you guys. Knowing that you guys are receiving messages that you need to hear when you feel you need to hear them is the most beautiful symbiotic thing, okay? And it is just a wonderful exchange of energy when I put these out and I receive the messages back telling me that you got what you needed from the reading. That is the most beautiful, heartwarming thing ever. And it helps encourage me, helps me know that I'm doing my light working, that I'm listening to spirit by continuing to do this, that I might be contributing to the higher vibration of the planet and its children by doing this, okay? So thank you so much for your messages and all the communication, because it means the world to me. So let's see what stack number 3 wants to share. Okay. Dang it. Didn't I say in the first card stack about surrendering and don't cling too tight, right? That's the Wheel of Fortune in the first reading that was asking for you to surrender a little bit and go with the flow, and that's exactly what this is saying. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold Naturally. Now, I feel like some of you are afraid to love and you're trying to control, a situation that way too. Like you're afraid to love, so you're holding on tight. You're not really opening up your heart. You're trying to keep a tight, hold on the situation so you don't let it get out of control when the very thing you need to do is let go and release control. So anyway, whatever it is that you're trying to control in a love situation, okay? A lot of times when I think of a situation where there's control in a love situation, I think of sometimes a power struggle. The thing is that the universe always wants us to trust it. And a lot of times we do have to allow it to hold our hand and walk us through a tough situation. We have to surrender and realize that not everything is under our control. And that if we just give it to a higher source and trust that it is being cared for on our behalf, that is when the beauty starts to unfold. Okay? So I think some of you might have concern or worry regarding love or regarding a relationship or a situation. Even singles out there are worried probably if they're ever going to find love. Am I ever going to find the right one? Is this situation between me and my loved one ever going to improve? It's that kind of thing. It's like once you let go of the worry, once you put it in God or Goddess's hands, okay? And trust that, look at the depiction here, that the angels are, looking out for you. They got your back. They got this situation, okay? They got it. They got you. I think you'll start to feel more at ease, carefree. And you know what? There is some freedom with that. A lot of freedom in trusting a higher source to care for you in the situation or look out for your best interests. It's magical. And when you release control, when you surrender the situation, that's when you really do see these little pieces, and you allow yourself to be aware of them too. You start to see the cookie crumbs that that the universe is throwing at your feet to see if you would follow. And everything starts to become a little bit more magical. You get synchronicities. The universe starts using people to deliver messages out of the blue in the most unique ways. Actually, I got one the other day standing in line at a store. And the person at the register next to me said something. And it shocked me. And it was, I don't know the person, it was completely like out of the blue, like what? That's the thing, like the universe uses people and situations and license plates and all these things to try to encourage you or comfort you or assure you that all is well. But you gotta trust it. And part of trusting that is relinquishing control over the outcome. It's called surrender. But you have the 4 of Stars here. Another card of stability. You are safe, okay? The 4 of Stars is the 4 of fire, or what is it? Wait, let me think. Hold on a second here, because yeah, it is. It's Wands. Okay. This is a newer deck, like I said. This is a newer deck, so I'm still trying to learn. Now, I think it's the trees. You know what? I'm going to put this on hold real quick and refer back to it. I'm pretty sure this is the 4 of Wands, but I want to double check for you. One moment. Yep, it's Wands. It's Wands. I was right. So, yeah, they also go by trees, and that's the earth energy. But the Four of Stars is the Four of Wands, and it's basically saying you've achieved something, okay? You've achieved something. You're in the process of receiving accolades, and things are starting to stabilize. These are firm foundations being formed, okay? But you have to let go of the worry and of the situation, so that way your stability comes in. You know, the Four of Wands is that energy. I want to say there's an energy of hope in this. And there's also an energy of feeling like you're on top of the world, okay? And I think that once you let go of this and you surrender to it, you'll see that everything is lining up for you in a beautiful and stable way. The Four of Wands is about, you know, firm foundations in a situation and achievement and success. Celebrations. It also speaks of marriages. Okay, so I feel like there is stability here. Now, I don't know if somebody, you know, is controlling in that relationship or that marriage. Maybe that feels stifling to you. But I am looking at this like the minute you release your worries, your fears, that's when things will start to improve and look up. And you'll be proud of, you know, the way everything is unfolding, because it's unfolding in a way that's going to bring you this sense of security and stable energy. So there is see, look, the sadness is mirroring, I feel like, this controlling energy here. You're worried about it. Okay, you're worried about something. And it's making you sad, it's stressing you out, okay? But you need to let that go, because everything is fine. Everything's stable. Everything is good. But you're worrying about something in a relationship or in your home life or something, maybe even with family. You know, whenever I think of love, I think of, you know, family, friends, people, relationships, your emotions. So I think some of you are stressing out about something, not realizing how beautiful things are unfolding, okay? You have the Six of Pentacles. This speaks of equal give and take. Somebody gifting you something. Somebody offering you something. This is a card of balance as well. So things are starting to balance themselves out. And it's, look, gift. Charity, generosity here sometimes with the Six of Pentacles. And a gift. So this is a blessing. There are blessings on the way, but you're stressing about the outcome and what that's going to look like when all is said and done. And it's almost like, please don't, because you could possibly, with the worry and the stress and the sadness and the overwhelming sense of emotion you might be experiencing right now, that can keep you from seeing the beauty unfolding, okay? Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yeah. Look at her covering her eyes, you know? She's lost in her sadness and her worry and her stress. But she's failing to see how gorgeous everything is unfolding in her life and how blessed she truly is. How the universe is gifting her, okay? Is being generous with this energy and gifting her blessing. Now, I'm going to go back to stack number 1 real quick, because look at the seed and the apple and the seeds, okay? This is almost like the universe is trying to hand you a gift, okay? And restore your balance and stability once more through this blessing. Whenever I think of apples, I think of fruitfulness, abundance. You could look up the apple symbolism. I would recommend that, because, you know, it is a card of prosperity as well. Sometimes they say it's a card, I'm sorry, not a card, but an energy of abundance and fruitfulness. It also depends on the state of the apple. Okay. They also say that the apple could be symbolism for temptation. But in this case, in this oracle, I don't really see it that way. I don't feel it that way. It's more or less like you're being gifted some kind of prosperity or fruitfulness. We have a lot of pentacles in these cards. And I think that you're worried about the outcome or how things are going to turn out. But you know what? It looks like things are unfolding beautifully. You have to trust the process. Yeah, because whatever this is going to bring you some peace and harmony. You just got to get over the hump right now. Like, you got to get over the little bumps along the way. I think some of you are worried about the bumps along the way. And you're not really being in the present and enjoying the journey that's unfolding before you. You're more like stressing the journey rather than absorbing it and just being present in the moment and allowing things to just unfold the way that the universe has planned for you. You know, the Six of Pentacles, if you look at the depiction of that energy, this one man has so much to give and he's giving generously to the people around him. And I feel like that's the universe being generous with you and gifting you something. Could be new love, could be career, could be finances, could be anything tangible, because we have the Pentacles energy there. You've been gifted an opportunity, you've been gifted a blessing in a situation. There is a reciprocity in that card. It could be that your current relationship is that. It is a reciprocal energy there between you. But you're stressing about something within the relationship that's causing you a little bit of anxiety and sadness. And it's almost like turn your perspective around towards one of gratitude and be thankful for the good in a situation or the good in someone. I want to say take your focus off of what's bringing you down or making you feel sad about the situation with them, maybe. You know, I feel like there's still some energy that needs to be worked out emotionally, maybe, between you and somebody else or you in a situation. But it's almost like you need to put your attention, I want to say, to something, in another direction, so that way you can entertain yourself another way instead of putting all your attention on the worry and the stress of the situation. It's like, go do something else to get your mind off of it, and in the meantime allow the universe to do its work while you're distracted doing something else. All right? The universe, I think, is trying to bring you peace and harmony in this situation, but you need to shift your focus to something else while it does its work, while it starts to, you know, unfold, in order to bring you that stability that you need. Okay, so let's see what this says. It is important right now to, yes, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Oh my gosh. Go do something else. Didn't I say that? It says instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Yes. Go distract yourself. Go do something else. Stop worrying about the situation. Let the universe handle it, okay? On your behalf. Trust that that's exactly what it's doing, because it's trying to bring you a peaceful solution or peaceful harmony to a situation. But if you're overly stressed about it, you're not really giving it a chance to do its work. All right? You can't see the beauty unfolding in the situation, in the relationship. I think, you know, this is basically saying, yes, go do something else and, you know, give yourself some space from that person or that situation for now by distracting yourself with something else entirely. It's not going to hurt. Okay? So I'm going to leave you here. If you do feel that this connects with you, please do let me know. I love hearing from everyone. Check me out on Twitter Etsy, visit my shop if you want to support this channel. I don't have ads on my channel at this time, so if you want to support this channel, please check out a reading if you need one. You can book one with me there. You could also purchase a piece of my handmade crystal jewelry in support of this channel as well. Check me out on Instagram. Some of my work is there. I do have pictures of nature as well. So if you want to connect with me, you know how to do it. Send me an email. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Etsy. I love hearing from everybody. So I'm going to let you go right here. I hope this connects. Send you much love and keep shining, everyone. Bye-bye.